Rogue trader. I was somewhat brusque at our first meeting, and I would like to make up for it by expressing my thanks for your assistance in the electrodynamic cenobium. Your arrival could not have come at a better time. Unfortunately, my personal investigation has hit a dead end. I think I will have to call upon outside resources to continue the search.
I have something to confess. I discovered some kind of chaos artifact in the cenobium's cogitator and deemed it necessary to dispose of it.
What? All right. All right. At the very least, the object of corruption, if that is indeed what it was, has been destroyed. This is a satisfactory outcome. There is one more thing. The Lord Inquisitor gave me this item some time ago. He must have thought it likely that I would find myself aboard this vessel sooner than he. I was instructed to deliver this device to Lady Theodora. However, given recent events, I believe I ought to present it to you. This is an elucidator, a sacred machine capable of translating the languages of remote and lost worlds into Low Gothic. It can even process Xenos languages to a certain degree. Not without infelicities, but possibly well.
Be honest, Van Kalox, is this some kind of tracking device?
Certainly not. The Elucidator is such a rare and complex creation of the Omnicia that neither I nor any of my colleagues would dream of compromising its integrity. If you wish, have your tech priests confirm that there are no listening devices inside.
Hendricks cut you at a glance, one which he suddenly realized is charged with a strange, almost personal interest before deferentially averting his gaze.
Apologies in advance if I unknowingly violate the protocol for conversing with someone of your elevated status. I think a slip in composure is to be expected when one is hosted personally in the Lord Captain's study.
Conversing with you is no less disconcerting for me, Master Von Calyx.
After serving in the Holy Ordos all these years, I'm used to people being wary of me.
A little more of my pious trepidation will turn it to something much less seemly.
I will let your remark go unanswered until evidence arises to confirm my suspicions about your reasons for making it.
Why don't you sit down? I would be pleased to devote more time to your visit.
There is no need. Under different circumstances, I would welcome the chance to speak with you at greater length, but your subjects await. Thank you for your time. Please consider me at your complete disposal while I am aboard your vessel.
Congratulations on the victory, your ladyship. The entire vessel was impatiently awaiting the news of your expedition's success. The rumors about you not simply saving the Tech Priest Monastery, but actually eliminating the source of the mutiny are spreading like wildfire. The Vox transmissions from across the world speak of nothing else. Governor Medina is expecting you at his command center to discuss matters. We are ready to depart immediately, just give the order. Alright. Alright, just cleaned up my inventory some. Let's go to the deck of the ship. This is the way. This is the way. Alright. Greetings, Lord Captain. All is well on the bridge, Lord Captain. I wish they would do more voice acting in their games. That's the only problem. Let's see.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Greetings again, your ladyship. Governor Medina offers Heinrichs a somewhat strange smile. Master von Calyx, it pleases me to see you in good health. How that you accomplished what you intended at the electrodynamic Cenobium? The interrogator nods without saying a word. After an uncomfortably long pause, Medina clears his throat and quickly turns to you. I can't express how grateful I am for your help. Now that the insidious heretics' designs have been thwarted, nothing stands in the way of my plans or yours. With Aurora dead, the spirit of revolt is waning. Entire squads of rebels are surrendering. We are witnessing the final days of the uprising. I have already signed the order to allocate 2,000 first-class void bearers to you. The transfer to your ship should begin any minute now. I'd also like to salute the savior of Minoris, and I already have a festive celebration to be held in your honor. We will celebrate your victory with an ancient custom, the Triumph. You will drive through the city streets accompanied by a guard of honor, as befits a heroine who has vanquished the Imperium's enemies, while your trophies will be displayed to the jubilant crowds. Let me know once you have concluded your business in the system and are ready for the Triumph to begin. Medina is positively ablaze with enthusiasm. Dear shrieks, and bluntly reaches for the air in front of her. She rubs her eyes nervously. Oh, for Grok's sakes, what the? Lord Captain, I can't see a thing. Only darkness, pitch black darkness. The governor chuckles nervously and pitches with his collar. Are you being facetious, ma'am? Another prophecy? I have no idea. Darkness just enveloped me. Bam. Like some kind of veil, but I've not gone blind. No, it's the darkness that I see. It is the only thing I see. No idea what that means, but the whole thing reeks, Lord Captain. I don't like the look of it in the sight. Oh. A deer stabs at her hands as she has never seen them before. It's gone. Medina breathes a sigh of relief. You have no doubt been through a lot lately, ma'am. Small wonder your vision had a dim spell with all this shooting everywhere. Let alone all these maimed and maddened insurgents. It will be all right. The festivities will distract you and you'll feel right as rain again. I have other business in the system. Then I daren't delay you any further, your ladyship. Take care of that prison uprising. Do you know anything about the tech priest Abel Hanuman? Unicorn's Cream has had no previous communication with Unit Abel Hanuman. The memory sector contains other data related to this query. Various resources and data storage devices of interest have been extracted by the standing army of Minoris for preservation purpose. The command center currently hosts a cogitator that is used by Unit Able Human. Appeal to the cogitator's spirits for further information. Show me your arsenal. I accept the commercial transaction. Okay, let's go quell that rebellion.
Is there money to be
on the
made?
prison planets. I'm sure there's something interesting there. Assume. Now that I know I don't spend anything. Augurs notes a large object among the lifeless rocks covering the planets. A void ship whose signature and origin are impossible to identify from orbit is resting on the edge of a deep ravine. The hull of the unidentified vessel is severely damaged. Rocks around it shattered by the force of the gigantic machine's crash landing. The Augurs haven't detected any vital signs aboard or near the vessel. Send a squad to the planet to explore the void ship. The landing party reports via Vox as soon as they touch down. The colossal void ship before them is covered with spikes. It resembles a morbid beast sculpted from the darkness itself, menacingly hanging over the ravine. The experienced veteran acutely determines the origin of the unholy vessel. It belongs to the Xenos race called Drukari. Ready to collapse at any moment, the void ship emits a long, woeful creak as it promises to drag along into the abyss below anyone who dares disturb its slumber. We'll do what Abelard suggests, finding out what the Xenos were doing in the Ricard system, taking heed of the Seneschal's commands. The rogue traders order more people sent to the planets. After 2 watches of hard labor, the workers managed to stabilize the Dakari void ship. Soldiers who entered the vessel were met with lifeless bodies of Xenos who had died when the void ship crashed. The void ship itself, following its abominable nature, came to life, immediately craving to sate its wicked appetite for human death. The vessel's systems have reacted. The intruders, insensely cruel, deadly traps have been activated on all decks. Monstrous contraptions designed to mince, rip apart, and incinerate their victims took the soldiers by surprise, but were neutralized before the squad had suffered significant losses. The soldiers found several curious pieces of xenotech on the sinister void ship, but no data that could shed some light on why it came to the Ricard system. Okay, cool. How do I do this? So where is that? Here we go, prison planet. Alright, there's a rebellion here on the prison planet. We're going to stop it. But first I need to level up and disperse the new gear I bought. Alright, let's see what happens.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Come in, escort. This is Captain Vicari. Please, come in. The pale young woman looks at you with a mixture of hope and disbelief swirling in her eyes. You notice her hands trembling as she clutches your weapon. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saint's teeth, I thought you'd never come. I have no time for long-winded talks. Brief me on the situation ahead, and do be concise. Reporting. There's been a prison riot on the planetoid led by the prison warden himself. My lord Yvain Winterscale, son of rogue trader Caligos Winterscale, went to parley with him. Laboring biomass should have been equipped with shutdown switches. It is surprising that this procedure was not performed in a timely manner. They what? Switches? They're not machines. You can't switch them off. Oh, grok shit, I get it now. A few grams of fight slime implanted at the base of skulls. Is that your idea of a shutdown? You do realize those are living people, not a resource. This statement is false. The primary attribute of convicted personnel on a mining station is that of a resource. Individuality is negligible. The warden himself is spearheading the riot? Yes. No one expected this. Master Castiglia is a nobleman from a respected governor house and a vassal of House Winterscale. All of a sudden he proclaimed that Ricardiphilia was now his personal domain, that the prisoners were his subjects, and that he would never bow to anyone again. It's pure heresy. And I take it they're looking forward to a diet of sand and gravel. What kind of madman would start a revolt on a barren rock? Well noted. Either the warden has allies willing to supply him with resources, or he is insane. Granted, there is a third explanation. He does not intend to leave this world alive. Why would young Winterscale have felt the need to parley with the dissidents? It is a personal matter. Master Castiglia, the seditious warden, is Lord Yvain's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, and so he rushed here without delay, in hopes of bringing his old friend to his senses, no doubt. The first Winterscale in my memory who prefers talk first rather than shoot and slash. Young Lord Winterscale is not his father's shadow. If he is determined to save his friend, he won't back down. I pray to the throne that he is alive and well. He's been gone for such a long time, and I really don't like this place. Is this prison riot connected to the planetary rebellion? It seems more likely that Warden Castiglia learned about the rebellion on Ricard Minoris and decided to use the situation to his advantage. I can't say for certain, perhaps no one can. Governor Medina has always preferred to shoot rebels rather than inquire about their motives and connections. Is there anything else I should be apprised of before I set out? Some of the rebels have been holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your ladyship. Lord Winterscale's guards mined the entrance so that the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. Ooh, that's not good. I have no more questions. You may excuse yourself, pilot. Your ladyship, if I may have a minute of your time, I wouldn't have dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but in the situation, in any case, have you been to the capital of Rakad Minorus yet? I want to ask you if you saw a man there, a communications officer by the name of Jaspar. You need not worry, Jaspar is alive. You can't imagine how much I needed to hear that. Thank you. She bows. You can tell by the desperation in her eyes that she is exhausted, frightened, wishes to be off this planetoid as soon as possible. Yeah.
I better myself through my service.
Guard post's been taken for a long time. There's a layer of dust everywhere.
I always have a backup plan. What do we have here?
The future you see could be the whispers of the archenemy. How can you trust your visions,
Razor
Adira?
meal, one far too lavish for even a high world, let alone a prison.
I don't think that's the question you wanted to ask. What you wanted to ask was, how can others bring themselves to trust a despicable psycho like me? Face it, sister. Not everybody's as pig-headed as you are.
Shines for us. Pay attention. The Emperor favors me today. Duty prevails.
Grab some typical prison food, repulsive to the senses. Jesus. Uh-oh.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Give me strength.
On it. Who, if not me? Another enemy down. I'll make it happen.
Can I fall back now?
What was that?
Duty go hand in hand.
Well, that was rude.
Function successfully terminated.
Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor commands, I act.
Come on!
Why did I not foresee this?
Oh, I didn't even forgot he was there.
On it.
I request a mandatory ocular augmentation.
Let's see to it. Be gone.
I can't hit anybody, can I? Oh,
But
I
of
can.
course, Lord Captain.
He is the luckiest piece of crap.
High momentum.
It will be done. One fewer
Thank
turn.
you, Jesus.
I took care of this one.
Oh, well.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. Request approved.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Will do.
You're a terrible shot.
Naturally. I won't object to it.
My place is at the fore.
I won't go down easy.
Can I shoot you through here? No, where are we going?
Don't let your guard down.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Damn it, I do that every time, at least once a fight.
What is this foreboding?
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your beck and call. One fewer target.
Alright.
That's how it's done. So we're going this way.
Serving the Inquisition means peering into the secrets of humanity's foes. Aren't you afraid that one day you will peer too deeply, Interrogator?
Fear is the enemy of duty. Anyone who cannot overcome this weakness does not last long in the Holy Inquisition.
Oh. My brother in the dawn is nigh. The Optimates will guide us into a new existence. Is this another ambush? Yes, yes, dear brethren, have a taste of my steel. Oh, how I've longed for this, my dear brethren. Thank the throne, normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. The old man with the Geptu smile drops his weapon and holds out his hand in a placating gesture. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Sorry. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in the festivities. We had to, you know, play along, but that's all it was. Play. We never meant no offense to Governor Medina, nor the lawful authority of House Winterscale. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over and we go back to ourselves and quietly do the rest of our time. Does the fact that this serf is presently confined and therefore has previously betrayed the trust of the Imperium service need to be vocalized? Or is it evident to the late persons uninitiated in the sacred mysteries of logic? A repentant, honest heretic, how novel. Judging by Abelard's tone, the Seneschal is utterly unimpressed by the old man's ingratiating monologue. I came across a void ship in the system belonging to your associates. They told me some interesting things about you and your planned escape. Well, that's out of the bag. Our fellows were supposed to come get us a long time ago, but they got tied up somewhere out Void Kraken's Gullet with them. And in all this time we had to wait. This happened. Pardon me for trying to pull the synth wool over you. It's just that we want nothing to do with this whole warden nonsense. So what now? Will you let us go? Tell me more of this warden and the riots. Oh wait. Sure, no problem. Today you tell us a little lie. Tomorrow you stick a torpedo in our side from that ship of yours. if it doesn't fall apart the moment our helmsman sneezes in its general direction. Tell me more about the warden and the riot. Ah, why saw your tongue talking about that heretic? But if you insist, here's how it is. The warden of this here prison, the Honorable Master Castiglia, was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way. Prayer, 1 meal a day, work, a punch in the chompers from the guards, work again, but the new one. You know what his worst decree was? He introduced lunches and dinners. By the 9 devils, that's 3 meals a day. Ben was obviously stark raving mad. Things only went downhill from there. The guards quit it with the teeth punching, the warden forbade them. Instead, the overseer started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry or swinging their pickaxes harder or whatnot, and then, would you believe it, they put together a list of the best workers. And if someone on that list also showed good behavior, that's when they'd get promoted as an optimate. That's the upper crust among us jailbirds. Or that's how it was at first. Then the warden decided it's the optimates, not the guards, who could be in charge of the punishments. That it wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work, it was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when these goody two-shoes really started to shine. The guards aren't even in the same league as our dear fellows, the optimates. In the old days, we had maybe 5 or 10 stiff kickings in a week. But now, we're lucky if it was only 50. And that wasn't even the end of it. Warden Castiglia moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry, under the dome. I think something in his new home must really have scrambled his brain. He began spouting the wildest things like, the optimates are saints who will behold the truth. And he started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, you wouldn't recognize them. More beast than man. They were butchering people left and right, even guards and overseers. The warden himself had armed them. That's the whole sob story, but I knew it from the moment he let us have dinners. Oh, this won't end well. The old codge is right. Whenever nobles start giving handouts to commoners, something always goes wrong. You notice you're looking catches yourself. I mean that with all due respect, your ladyship. No offense intended. And if I spare you, what do I gain from it? Now, how can only jailbirds how to thank your noble self? Ah, I have an inkling. You see, us here, we're, how should I put this, different from the rest of the prisoners of this place. They're all petty thieves from Recadminors, debtors, gutter snipes. They're no one serious. Now we, your nobleness, are cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell them we're on Football Station? You know Football, the only shipyard in the best market in all the Colonel's experience, yes? So, where on Football you can find some very serious business-minded people, and how you can get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods. What kind of very special people? Very serious people. The most serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance in the expanse. There is no leader, of course, but there are some terribly serious captains who decide that cutting each other's throat over loot was, what do you call it, counterproductive. But cutting throats together, now that's anti-counterproductive. And, well, their joint efforts will leave them with an excess of spoil, so they need to dispose of it somehow, and I, your nobleness, just happen to know someone who handles such kinds of dealings on behalf of those very serious people. Henrik tilts his head slightly to one side, listening intently. Very well, I shall spare you. Oh, that's so great to hear, your nobleness. Just great. Now there's a true aristocrat, not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness, where was I? If you're ever on Football Station, there's this district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. I've known folks who call it something else, also on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. Reverend Hieronymus wasted no time finding and burning them all. Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So, Football, the Shadow Quarters. So there's a bar there, built into the remains of an old ship, and in that bar, in the back room, a certain Rizza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Backball says hello. You'll be her favorite client in the blink of an eye. There we are. Well, your nobleness, we'll be going now, if you don't mind. Old Rizza, the most well-known fence in Football. I was hoping to hear a new name. I shall not leave you here to die at the hands of the warden's henchmen. Go tell my pound that it is the Lord Captain's order that you be sent to my ship. You will join my ship's crew. You have my personal pardon as a rogue trader. Thanks. We're most grateful, your nobleness. The old man glances somewhat skeptically, but then smiles and leaves. That was interesting.
Keep your wits about you.
Better myself through my service.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Warhammer, huh?
Look, over there.
Desktop grenade. Boom. Oh, there.
This
Forgot I got
explorer is
distracted.
blessed with multifunctionality.
So, I don't need to go to... Oh, I didn't even go into this room. Prison guard key. Cool.
The premonition runs true.
Let us not dawdle.
We're gonna go through the secret entrance of the... here. And that's where we're going to stop for today. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It means a lot, helps the channel grow, and I do appreciate it. Like I said, that's where I'm going to stop for today. When I come back, I'll have leveled up, maybe disperse some gear that I've picked up. See what happens. We'll go to the main level and check out more of this prison ride. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye for now.